Howdy folks, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the Mighty Bjorn, and today for you I have a Bjorn's Mighty Thoughts video. Going to be talking about Joe Rogan again, folks. And why is that? Because once again, Joe Rogan is under attack. This kind of popped up over the weekend, or at least that's when I first seen it, and I'm just now finally getting around to releasing a video for it. But it seems that after 12 years of podcasting, Joe Rogan said a dirty word. Well, okay, he said more like a few times, but, and when I say but, I mean that's a big but. The claims have zero context, and therein lies the problem. It's just kind of one of those of, let's just mash a bunch of clips of Joe Rogan together, only use one or two words out of the whole conversation, and have no context. Well, let me give you some context here, folks. I know the one time that he said the said dirty word, he was actually talking about Red Fox and his years of doing stand-up comedy, as well as doing Sanford and Son. The other time that he said dirty word, he was talking about a specific album from Richard Pryor, of one of his comedy stand-ups that he did, and actually was talking to Joey Diaz at the time. It was Joey Diaz who brought it up. And there was a few other times about that. But either ways, the fact is every time Joe Rogan said dirty word, it was within, he was talking about either a film or comedy or some type of story where he was giving full context to said story. And that there lies the problem. Because context fucking matters, folks. Or at least it does to me. All these claims, honestly, are baseless, in my opinion, without some type of fucking context. Let's have some fucking context. Did I just say that too many times? Especially if you're going to fucking try to cancel someone. You need to have honest to God context. Now that being said, Joe Rogan has actually issued an apology. I'm not going to play any footage or any clips of it here today. It's easy to find on YouTube. If you're really that interested, go look for yourself. I did watch the video because a lot of the episodes that the clips came from, I watched myself. And honestly, I was at the time still trying to understand what the fuck was going on. And basically it comes down to they're trying to basically make the guy look like the bad guy without any context. Now, what he stated during his apology is that no white person should say the N-word no matter what the context is. Okay, sure. But let me challenge you for a moment to think. Please, just hear me out. Put on your thinking cap and think with me. If that's the case, then does movies like Blazing Saddles get made? What about Glory? What about Roots? What about video games like Red Dead Redemption 2? What about Mafia 2? Which, when I did my review, I praised Mafia 3 for its fairly accurate depiction of racism in the South during the 60s. Folks, there's historical basis here. Yes, it is not a good thing for a person to say. But at the end of the day, there's got to be some type of context to it. If you forget about history, if you throw history away, if you ignore it, oh, that's too offensive, and then you throw it out, you're bound to repeat it, folks. Either ways, so while the media is trying to take time to make Joe Rogan look like the bad guy, what it really has to do with, it has nothing to do with Joe Rogan being the bad guy or actually doing something actually really bad. Because in context, I don't feel he did anything really bad, and let alone if he did, okay, smack him on the patty for it. Because seriously, folks, what this is about, it's about fucking ratings. And let the ratings speak for themselves. Nobody was mad about the Joe Rogan podcast until the media told people to be mad about about the Joe Rogan podcast. And well, since the whole Neil Young Joe Rogan thing didn't blow over so well, hold on really quick, let me get my horn. It was decided that they should go around firing both barrels like the Doom guy, because they're just hoping that's going to work, that's going to be enough to end Joe Rogan. So folks, at the end of the day, it's not about a naughty word. It's all about canceling what they're threatened by. He threatens their position on the totem pole, folks. That's what this is all about. Does it seem familiar to you? Because it does to me. Anyway, folks, that's the end of the video. I'm going to wrap it up at that. That's your new opinion. Tell people to kiss your ass. Listen to as much Joe Rogan as you want to. And have yourself a wonderful day.